label design and print application by communication with SAP. So here we have to do the SAP login only. So according to username and the password, the respective options of the label design softwares are available. For this user, we have granted all access, means he can print label, the user can design label, and the user can approve label. According to same, we will see for other users also. Suppose this is the SAP user for which we will be doing the login. Then this user is not allowed to print. This user is not allowed to approve the label. This user is allowed to only design the label. Similarly, other users we can check. This is the user which is allowed for approve label, means a quality person. He cannot design, he cannot print. He can only approve the label. This is another user which is the actual user which is going to print the labels. These all are SAP users only. So this user can only print the label. It cannot design, it cannot approve it. Okay. And we have created one user which is allowed to do all the things. So this user can print, design, and approve the label. So first we will see how the label is designed. So at medical we are having so many labels available. So we have taken the scan copy of the labels. Suppose this is the label for item code 2400525. So this is the actual label on which here we are going to print the lot number, and here we are going to print the manufacturing date. So we have already taken the scan copy of this. Similarly, we have taken other label scan copy also. This is 2400535 outer label. This is 2400538 inner label. This is 2400538 outer label, like this. So after taking these images, let's see how we can design a label. So here we will click on new label. Then here are the, on right hand side we are getting the properties of the label. So here we have to enter the size of the label, what is the width and what is the height. Suppose we are going to design the label for 2400525 inner label. So it is having 88 mm width and 88 mm height. We can measure it by scale and enter it over here. After that, there is a property of pre-printed label over here. We can attach the image. What is the pre-printed image for this? So we will take it, we will assign it. We'll design images flat. So here it is 2400525 inner label. So now we are getting this here like this. After this, we are going to print lot number over here and manufacturing date over here. So we will take a TSC font from here. Here we will take a TSC font, place it over here. Then we can change the properties, size of the label, size of the printing matter from here. Means we can make it small or bigger size. After that, we can change the orientation of it. Means we can print it like this also, in this orientation also, like this. Now we don't need this. So we will print it horizontally only. We will place it over here. Then after that, this is the actual text which is going to be printed over here. For sample purpose, we will print the actual batch number over here just to get an idea of space required. So this is the batch number, dummy batch number we are entering just for design purpose. Then after that, we are here, it is a field text, whether it is a fixed data or whether it is an item code, whether it is sale order, batch number, all these fields are coming are SAP fields. So whether it is batch number, item code description, customer name, width in centimeter, width in inches, thickness, compound, color, MSDS, manufacturing date, work order, expiry date, and one more is there, ask when printing. So this is our lot number, means batch number. So we will set it as a batch number coming from SAP. And we will print one more field over here, which is a manufacturing date. We will place it over here and we will assign it. It is a manufacturing date. And for sample purpose, we will give a date 24/04/02. Okay. Okay. And now we will save the label. So where we are going to save. So we have already designed this label. So in this way we can save it. It is inner. We will give different name for it because it is already saved over here. So now this label is saved. Similarly, the actual label which we have designed for 2400, we can open it. We can open it again. 525. Okay. So the actual label is like this. Font and manufacturing date adjusted according to the requirement. And here we can see it is a batch number over here. Sorry, it is a batch number and this is a manufacturing date. Okay. Now we will see whether we can print it or not. Wait a minute. 2400/525 inner. Also, there are other properties So here we can write how many pieces for this label are there in a bag on which this label is going to be pasted. So here we can see bag of 250. So we have given, the designer has to give 250 pieces quantity over here. This is used to calculate the number of labels according to the work order quantity coming from SAP. Here we can enter the expiry date if it is going to be printed, number of months, expiry date in number of months, means if expiry date need to be printed for this label having for item code, what is this item code? 2400525. Suppose it is a 12-month expiry date, then we have to put 12 over here, like this. Also, yes, label image we have set. Then SAP connection now. Label item code means this label is going to be printed on which item, what is the item code for that. 2400, what is that item code? 2400525. 525. Okay. Okay. So that item code we have entered over here. And now we are going to save the label. Now the label has been saved. And now we will try to print the label. Okay. So we will go to print option and let's log in with the print user, which is a P Joshi, I think. Yes. So now it is a user having only print facility. It cannot design, it cannot approve. So we will go to print option. The user will go to print option and it will open the label. All these labels are saved in a centralized location. So people's working on different computers can access the labels. Okay. Now we will, here is a print option. We will go to print the label. Now the user has to enter the work order. So here it is a sample work order with me. 1901605 191901605. So here we are getting the selected label not approved by quality, cannot print the label. Means after design, if the quality has not approved the label, the print user cannot print the label unless and until it is approved by the quality. So we will first, the quality person has to first approve the label. Now let's see how quality person will be going to approve the label. So the quality person will log in on his PC. Who is the quality person? Kasurde. Okay. Okay. So now he cannot print, he cannot design, he can only approve it. So quality person will 2400. This was the label and here he can change only is label approved from no to yes. Okay. Now here he cannot change anything. Means suppose he want to change the expiry of months from 12 to 10. So here we can see it cannot be changed. If he want to change the number of pieces from 250 to 500, so here we can see it cannot be changed. So quality person is not allowed to make any changes. He can only approve the label. He can also print it if he required. He can take the actual print and then he can approve. Okay. So here we have approved it and then we have to save it. Save. Okay. Now we will see. Now if the print user is going to print the label, what happens? P. Joshi, I think. Okay. Now print user is going to open the label. Okay. 4005 inner. Okay. Now the label is open and here we can see it is now approved. If the print user is going to make any changes, he cannot make any changes as the quality person was restricted to make any changes. So here print user cannot make any changes. It cannot see the properties of these fields. What he has to do, he has to only click on the print button, then enter the required work order. Here is the work order. So now we will see what happens if the operator enters the work order. Okay. Okay. So here we can see work order is entered and at the time of design we have given different lot number and manufacturing date. Here we can see the actual lot number and manufacturing date is coming from SAP for the entered work order. So operator has to enter only the work order. We will see it once again. Print, label print, open label 00252 525 inner. Okay. Here it is at the time of design we have given the lot number 7472400 2N00727 and manufacturing date as 2024 0229. Now we will enter the work order once again. 90. What is the work order? Okay, 1901605 6051. Okay, so here we can see the lot number has been changed and the actual lot number for the given work order and actual manufacturing date for the given work order has came on the screen. Now he has to enter the quantity, how many labels he want. Suppose he want 10 labels. Then what is the other, the SOP for operator will be, he has to load the same labels what he is getting on the screen. He has to load the same labels in the printer and then after that he can give the print. Also the number of labels means the allowed number of labels will be calculated depending upon the entered back quantity which we have entered here at the design time 250, and if the work order quantity is 1000 then 4 labels will be printed. If the work order quantity is 10,000 then 40 labels will be printed. Tolerance will be given plus minus depending on the requirement, and operator cannot print more labels than the calculated number of labels for the given work order. Also, the log will be maintained against the login user that he has printed this much labels for this work order on this and this date and time. All these informations will be saved, and we can take a report for it also. So now we will see once again 0000190 the work order 190160519016051. Okay, now you can enter 10 labels and then you can give the print. So 10 labels will be printed. Now we will see if by mistake the operator loads a different label. So if operator loads a different label other than 25, let's see what will happen. By mistake, operator, instead of 525, suppose he has selected 535 inner label. So this is a 535 inner label. The expected label was 525. Okay, but by mistake he has selected this. Now if he try to print the label, then if he enters the work order 19016051190160511 190160511. Okay, so here we can see the message is given as work order item code is 2400525, but the selected labels item code is 2400535. That's why we cannot print the label for this combination. Now the responsibility of operator will be he has to load the same labels what he is getting on the screen. Means instead of this cat ch5062 which is in red color, he has to load the labels ch5060. Yes. So in this way, wrong labels cannot be printed. Also, the number of labels will be controlled using the work order quantity coming from SAP and the label quantity given at the time of design. So in this way, we have already designed other labels also like this. Means this is 2400443. Okay, this is we will see one more outer label. Inner label for 250 we have seen. This is outer label. Ah. Hmm. Neha Izoshi. Okay, we will see other labels also. Hmm. 0, 0. This is the outer label. Hmm. Okay, so like this, we have designed other labels also. So what is the responsibility of operator? He has to load the same labels as he is getting on the screen, and he has to enter the required work order only and the required number of labels. Hmm. Okay, so like this. So like this, all the labels can be designed and printed in our software. If for a printing field other than these SAP items, means item code, sale order, batch number, item description, customer name, that we have commonly used for customer PO number, number of ends. These are the items which are commonly used for medical label printing. So if any other field required other than these fields, then there should be a development should be done at SAP side also. So after entering the work order, we can get the required field from SAP. For that purpose, development at SAP side also required. So we can do that also. In this version of software, GS1 labels are not covered, means GS1 barcode is not covered. In next version of the software, the same GS1 barcodes will be covered. Also, in this version of software, some information is saved in SQL Server. So there is a dependency on SQL Server also. In next version, this dependency will be removed and all data will be saved in SAP only. Means reports can be developed and reports can be seen in SAP screen only for the printing. Means which user has printed which labels on which date in which quantity, like this.